R.F. Verma was a young man who lived in a city where everyone walked fast but carried invisible burdens. R.F. too carried a heavy backpack, not on his shoulder but in his heart. It was filled with failure, regret, heartbreak, and mistakes. Every step he took felt like he was dragging yesterday, along like a broken shadow. He didn't realize that the past wasn't chasing him. He himself was dragging it. The day everything. Arab once had a dream, loud enough to wake the skies, but after losing his job, breaking up with the girl he loved, and disappointed his family, he slowly lost the spark in his eyes. He replayed the same mistake every night like a movie stuck on repeat. His best friend Mira told him, "Bro, you are trying to start a new chapter with yesterday's page glued to it." But he didn't listen. The more he held on to yesterday, the more he shrank inside himself. The train to nowhere. One evening, Araf stood on a railway platform, not to run away, but to breathe. An old man sat beside him, calm like a mountain. He looked at Araf's dried face and said, "Beta, you look like you are carrying suitcases that don't belong in your hands anymore." Arav asked, "How did you know?" The old man smiled. "Because I carried them once too, until life taught me the rule. If you don't drop yesterday, tomorrow cannot pick you up." That line struck Arav like lightning. The house of old memories. Arav went home and unlocked a wooden box he never opened. It contained letters, photos, trophies, and broken pieces of his past. Memories of glory and memories of guilt as he touched each item. Emotion poured out. The wind that once made him proud, and the losses that once broke him. But something shifted inside him. For the first time, he realized memories are mirror, not prisons. The girl who never looked back. Next morning, Arif saw a little girl playing outside his building. She fell, scraped her knee, cried for 10 seconds, and suddenly started laughing again. Arif asked, "Doesn't it hurt?" The girl replying. The girl replied with sparkling innocence, "It hurt, but I don't keep it. If I keep it, I can't play again." Her childish truth was deeper than any philosophy. Ara whispered to himself, "Adults stop healing because we keep the pain." The fire of rebuilding. Arav decided to rebuild his life, but without the ashes of yesterday. He wrote down everything that haunted him: fear of failure, fear of judgment, mistakes, regrets, broke relationships. Then he tore the paper into small pieces, not to forget, but to forgive himself. From that day, he promised, "I will not carry yesterday into tomorrow." The return of the dreamer. Life started changing in small ways. He joined a new job with fresh energy. He exercised to rebuild his confidence. He made new friends who watched his future, not his past. He forgave his ex and wished her peace. He apologized to his family and hugged them without ego. Slowly, the boy who was drowning began to swim again. His walk became lighter. His smile returned. He didn't become perfect. He became present. Life rewards the light-hearted. Months pass. Araf became known as the guy who never cried negativity. People loved being around him because he radiated a new kind of strength, the strength of lilies. He learned that peace is not the absence of problem, but the art of not dragging problems into the next sunrise. So, final of the story. So, moral of the story, the message of the story. Years later, Arif wrote a book titled Don't Cry Yesterday. At his book launch, he said, your past is a place to learn from, not live in. Yesterday is heavy, tomorrow is hopeful. Choose wisely what you carry. The audience clapped for minutes, but Araf smiled silently because he wasn't celebrating his success. He was celebrating his freedom.